name is Martha K. I am a photographer, a radio host with Next Radio. I'm an author, I'm an actress, and a content creator. So my birthday is in a few days, and I usually plan a blood donation drive so that rather than people giving me the gifts, they can give people that actually need the gifts, which is the blood to survive. So I did this last year, and I'm hoping that this year I can do it bigger and better. So I'm getting a few questions, and I think you're in best position to answer them. So if you could just introduce yourself and...
My name is Kasozi Brian, the focal person here recruitment, blood donor recruitment. I work with the Uganda Red Cross, and we usually have drives and camps for blood. Yes, we work in partnership with the Uganda Blood Transfusion Service, that is UBTS, and they have their national offices at Nakasero.
Okay. So could you just tell us what blood donation is all about?
Blood donation is, first of all, our core mandate as Uganda Red Cross is mobilization and sensitization. We mobilize donors and we sensitize donors about blood donation. So we usually go to communities, schools, institutions, universities, then also marketplaces where we see that people are gathered and we can collect some good units of blood. So mobilize them first, we sensitize them about blood donation, who is eligible to donate, then what is the lifespan of the blood, then what is the eligibility criteria of a person that is to donate. Yes.
Okay. Why is it important for people to donate blood in Uganda?
That is a good question. And a simple, smart answer to that would be to save lives. That is the precise answer. Currently, we have mothers that die due to lack of blood. We have children, unnamed children, children with malaria. We have accident victims. All those categories need blood. So if at all we don't donate blood because we don't have any factory for blood, it is a gift from me to the other person who needs it. So it is just, we have to keep on donating the blood so that we can save lives of people that still need a second chance to live.
How easy has it been so far? How easy is it for you to get blood?
Previously, we had a lockdown, we had corona, what and what. Usually, it became difficult to collect some good units of blood because we had that period of lockdown, people were in the houses. So, many people died then because what we could afford to collect could not sustain the needs. So currently, we partnered with Kabaka Foundation. Kabaka Foundation. And we are doing some drives in the counties of Uganda. We have so far done Budu, Kyadondo, Kyagwe, and Busiro. So if at all you partner with such organizations, blood donation becomes easy because there is that attitude of people saying that the king has told the people that they should come.
It's an order.
Yes. They should come and save lives. So
yes.
We collect some good units and they have been able to sustain us. But still, the blood we have
is not enough. Yes. That actually leads me to my next question. What is enough? You mentioned the required amount. What's the required amount per day?
The annual target should be 350,000 units of blood. Yes.
And how many have you managed to collect?
We can manage to collect, last year we collected around 250,000. So there is a gap there of 100,000. Yes.
So percentage-wise, you'd say?
Something like
80%. So there's still a need. 20%. Okay. I wanted to know who can donate blood. Could you give me the?
Okay. We have categories of people that donate blood. Number one, if at all you are to donate blood, you should be from 17 years to 65. That is one. you should be weighing 50 kgs. You should not be on medication. If I told you a lady, you should not be breastfeeding. You should not be in your monthly periods for ladies. And again,
I'm pregnant.
for the ladies, you should not be pregnant, of course.
Yeah.
Because remember, you have someone also inside you that needs the blood also.
Yes.
So you cannot give blood.
Okay. So you mentioned you have to be above 17
Yes,
and
17.
above 50 kgs.
Yes.
What if I'm 15 and I'm 100 kgs?
Wow.
Can I donate?
15, and you are 100 kgs, still you cannot donate. Reason being, you don't meet the criteria. Then you said you are having 100 kgs. Maybe those are fats, not blood.
So it doesn't matter. You have to be above 17.
17 and above, then to 65. So if I told you go beyond 65, you just have to rest. Yes.
There's a question people ask a lot, that what if I don't have enough blood? How can I know that? Okay, yes, I'm above 17, I'm the required weight. How do I know that I have enough blood?
Okay. In this world, we all have enough blood.
We all have enough blood?
Yes.
Okay.
We only lose blood and we require more.
Which people cannot donate? In terms of, for example, if I have a cold, can I donate if I'm on medication?
Okay. And the people that can't donate are the people that don't meet the eligibility criteria. One, if I told you are 17 years, below 17 years. Two, if I told you are 65 years and above, you cannot donate. Then we have another category of people that are on medication. We have people with diabetes, people with chronic diseases or illnesses like cancer. We have, there is a disease that usually attacks anemia. Yes, it is called anemia.
Yeah.
If I told you are anemic, you cannot donate. Then if I told you weigh 49 kilograms and below, you cannot donate. Yes.
So what if I just have a cold?
If I told you have a cold, that means you are medically unfit.
Really?
First of all, if I told you to donate, you first consider your health.
Yeah.
It is your health first. So if I told you have a cold, we would advise that you first take medication, because remember, we don't take blood from those people that are on medication.
Could you tell me some of the things that you have to do prior to donating?
Things that you should do prior to donating. It is just preparing yourself. First of all, you should have something to eat. That is one. Then
is there something specific you should eat or anything?
Get breakfast. Then the major thing, you should be healthy.
Okay. What about in terms of, can you drink alcohol before?
No. You cannot take alcohol. Because if I told you take alcohol, you're going to get dehydrated. So if I told you a ton of alcohol prior to the donation, please.
How much time? Like 24 hours, 48?
You can take it to something like 3 hours, 3 to 4 hours.
3 to 4 hours before?
Yes, before donation.
You can drink? Or you can't drink?
So the estimated time is, if I told you to donate, let's say we have a donation session tomorrow, the day before. It is very good for you, and it is very good also for the recipient. The person who is going to receive the blood.
Yeah.
Yes.
So 24 hours.
Yes.
Okay. What about after? What are some of the things? Because I see some people fainting, and some people are scared of that. What are the things you can do to prevent that?
Usually, we advise you to take plenty of fluids, but not alcohol. What I can do, if juice can do. Then we also advise you to have enough rest to avoid fainting, because mostly what causes people to faint is inadequate rest, then standing in that sun for a long time. Yes.
Okay. So how long after donating can you drink alcohol? Because it's going to be the weekend. It's a serious problem.
So if I told you I fan of alcohol, after donation, please don't take alcohol. Just take alcohol a day after.
A day after.
1 day after.
So 24 hours.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Because if I told you take alcohol is going to be high. Yes.
Okay. How many people does 1 pint? First of all, how much blood do they take?
In our Ugandan setting, we only take 340 mils.
Which is about a pint. What's a pint?
Yes.
Okay. And how many people does that save?
The blood you donate can save up to 3 lives. Yes, that blood they take from you can save up to 3 lives of babies. Yes.
Of babies?
Yes.
And adults?
Yes, because in that blood you also get other components. So we have the whole blood and we have other components that we take out of the blood.
Okay.
Yes.
How long does the process take?
Usually the actual donation takes about 5 to 7 minutes. And then the whole process can take around 15 to 30 minutes, depending on the number of people that are present on that session.
Could you take us through what happens when someone reaches a donation site?
Okay. Glad. And then what happens usually when you come to a blood donation site, you are welcomed. You are taken through the procedures, the eligibility criteria. This is so important to enable blood donors to self-defer. You have what we call deferral. If at all they take you through the procedures and you don't meet the procedures, you can say, I'm not eligible, I cannot donate. For those ones that are eligible, we give you something like a questionnaire, a form where you fill your name, age, phone number, and there are questions behind that questionnaire, like do you have a wound on your body? Do you have a tattoo? Have you ever suffered from a chronic illness? All those questions help us to take good care of your health first. So if I told, like you have a wound, if I told you have a chronic illness, they will say no, please you cannot donate. Yes. Then after filling that form, you are taken to a medical officer at the station to measure your blood pressure, your pulse, and your hemoglobin level. So if at all it is okay, you are taken to a bed where you can donate from, where the actual donation takes place. Then after donating, you are told to rest a bit. They give you a snack, usually a biscuit and a soda, to recover the lost glucose. Yes.
Okay. You mentioned if you have a tattoo. If you have a tattoo, you can't donate?
It depends. So if at all you still have an open tattoo, it is always open to infection. So people with open tattoos, they cannot donate. But if I told you, you took that tattoo, like let's say 4 months have elapsed ever since you took the tattoo, you can probably donate. Yep.
How often can one donate blood?
For a male, you can donate after 3 months. So in a year, you can donate 4 times.
Okay.
For a female, you can donate after 4 months. That means in a year, you can donate
3 times. I think one of the questions people have been asking me is, does it hurt to donate blood?
Okay. Let me also ask you a simple question as I give you the answer. When one pricks you on your skin, does it hurt?
Yes.
So it is the same. When they bring the needle, because your skin is sensitive, it is just like a prick. But after they prick you and the needle goes to your vein, it does not hurt. It is just like a mosquito bite.
I found that because I usually donate, that needle doesn't hurt as much as this one. I don't know why it's in my head.
So it is just like if at all, we are all sensitive. If at all someone pricks you on the skin like this, it hurts little. But if at all that needle is in your vein, the thing is normal. Yes.
I wanted to know if there are any benefits for the donor.
Benefits for the donor. The most important benefit is saving life. You get that sense of belonging. Also, it makes you proud. I have saved someone's life, and it is good to save lives of people that you don't know, because we usually donate, and our blood is taken to hospitals, and you don't know the life you have saved. Maybe it was a baby, maybe a mother, or an accident victims. Like currently, we are having so many accidents, and those people need blood. If at all they miss out on blood, they miss out on life. Yeah.
I read that sometimes we have too much blood and we need to, is that true? We need to release some of it.
Technically and naturally, usually females lose blood. Yes, excessive blood in the body. Yep.
Okay. Last question. I wanted to know, what's the process after the blood is collected? Does the donor get any feedback on whether their blood was poured or used, or does it end there?
Okay. It is like this. After donation, we told you that you should take a rest. We give you that rest, and during that rest, we expect you, if at all you have any question about the blood you donated previously, that is the time you should use to ask the nurses that last time I donated blood, what are my results? Because results are a bit private, so you cannot call us that, hello, I need my results. No, we don't give results on phone. So after donation, that is the time you get to know that your blood was tested, because we have TTIs. Yeah. We test hepatitis B, hepatitis C, we test for syphilis, we test for HIV. So that is the moment you know that last time I donated and these are my results. My blood was hepatitis B free, hepatitis C free, HIV free, and syphilis free. Yes.
And they also tell you your blood group, because many people don't know their blood group.
Exactly, that is the most important thing. In Uganda, you're going to find so many donors that have donated more than once, but they don't know their blood group. I don't know why. That is the reason as to why last, I think it was something like 5-6 months back, we had a campaign of giving out wristbands like this one I'm wearing to our blood donors. These wristbands were having blood groups to help them be in the know of their blood groups, because it helps both the donors and us, because remember, we also have a database, a database of donors with those rare blood groups. Like currently there is a rare blood group called O minus. It is very rare. So if I told you find a patient that needs, let's say, 8 units of O minus, it will be difficult to get those 8 units.
There are a few people
who are... what we usually do is getting our database, looking for the donors with O minus and calling them to donate if at all they can. If at all they are far, we usually also go and collect them to save a life.
Okay. Yes. So O minus, people who are O minus are needed most?
I won't say they are needed most, but I would say O minus is, if at all it is whole blood, O minus is a universal donor. So remember, an O minus person can only receive blood from a person of O minus.
But they can give everyone.
They can give everyone. So they keep on donating to others, but
they don't receive.
They don't receive. They only receive from a person with O minus, and they are very few. So we keep on looking for them to save lives. Even there are people with let's say A minus. Sometimes you may find that in the blood bank, we are only left with 1 unit, and the need is, let's say, 20 units that day. So usually when you take that rest, we remember I told you about the questionnaire I usually fill. That questionnaire always has where you put the number. That number you put helps us to communicate back to you. We communicate in two ways. Remember, our donors give us blood for free. Blood is not for sale, blood is for free. And to appreciate them, you have to call them back and say, thank you for donating blood. Your blood saved lives of these many people. So, number one, your contact is going to help us in the mobilization process. Let's say we are in Kireka, and we know usually Martha is in Kireka. We are going to go into our database, pull out people in Kireka, call them to come and donate. Yes. Then after also, we are going to call them to thank them for their donation, because we cannot give them cash because it is voluntary. Yes.
Maybe you can say just one last thing about maybe to encourage people to come and donate on the 21st.
I just encourage people that you should come through and donate. The reason being, there is that one person you're not seeing that needs blood. So his life is hanging in a balance. If at all he receives blood, the other day will be alive. If at all he does not receive blood, it's gone. So you come through, it does not take long. It is just a process of 5 to 30 minutes. Come through and donate blood, and also chill with Martha K.
Thank you so much. I hope I will see you on the 21st.
I'll be there.
Shall be there all day at Zone 7. Thank you for your time.
Welcome.